Good morning everyone, it's Haz here with another Monster Hunter Rise video, and today I'd like to show you all a heavy Bowgun build for Sunbreak expansion that I've been absolutely loving and has made farming monster parts and missions a breeze. This build will be a guard tank spread heavy Bowgun build that can stay in the face of monsters without any danger while also doing very respectable damage. It's comfortable, very low risk, but high reward build, perfect for chill runs or if you just love shotgun builds without the usual danger that gunners have to deal with. I will also release more builds and videos for Monster Hunter, so subscribe if you'd like to get notified in the future. Now, heavy bowgun has always been a weapon that I somewhat struggled with balancing power and fun, as in it was either way too stressful going for more aggressive playstyle and surviving and dodging properly, or some different ammunitions just felt so cheesy that the playstyle got boring fast and made me gravitate back to other weapons. Now in Sunbreak that changed, as like usual G rank or master rank if you like, always gives us a massive room to customize our equipment and decorations, and so this time too, bowguns have so much room to customize their skills for your own playstyle. I would like to shout out Monster Hunter speedrunner Tatsuffy on YouTube for the initial idea. Check them out for some amazing heavy bowgun speedruns. So this build is a spread 3 heavy bowgun with shield mod attached, going full tank style while also pumping out some serious damage. I'll show the full equipment and skill setup in the background, and I'll explain the more important parts to understand why this works so well or which skills are the most important so you can customize it to your liking, as it can be changed quite a bit if you prefer different skills. The 4 main skills to use are Spread Up, Guard, Guard Up, and the new Tune-Up Bowgun skill. Spread Up is there to maximize our spread ammunition power by 20% increase. I guess you can change this ammo if you'd like something else, but since we will be in the monster's face, Spread fits well. Guard is a vital skill to the build as it decreases the knockback you suffer from attacks and also reduces the stamina it costs for you to do so, but we'll get more into this in a moment. Guard Up is also very important as level 3 will decrease your damage taken by 80% for most attacks while completely negating weaker hits to 0 damage. And finally, the new tune-up skill debuting with Sunbreak expansion, and this one is really cool and the reason why this build is finally possible. What tune-up does is it increases the stats of your attached mod you're using for your bowgun, or if none are equipped, it increases your reload speed and steadiness for your gun. There isn't a lot of information out yet about tune-up, but according to my tests, it's absolutely bonkers. Using Tune-Up level 1 along with Guard and Guard Up enhances your heavy bowgun shield by another level, giving you additional knockback resistance and I believe damage reduction as well, as I was completely negating several bigger hits from monsters. Before Tune-Up, while heavy bowgun shield was usable, most of the time the knockback would be too big to benefit too greatly from it, but Tune-Up reduces your stagger so much that it's practically barely there. And now not only shield is very usable, but it's a very viable build for heavy bowguns. Additionally, since we know gunners take increased damage from monsters and especially on master rank it's very easy to get one-shotted and cart, using the shield will make this experience significantly better and give us respectable survivability on par with heavy shielded melee weapons such as Lance. Now let's talk about some additional minor skills I think are important to really enjoy this build and why they are taken. First, reload speed is definitely vital for me, as there are 2 moments when this heavy bowgun build is vulnerable and can take damage. That is during shooting and reloading, and reload speed will help minimize this risk to almost 0. Second, recoil down is something I like to take, though not absolutely vital, but for the ultra comfortable mode I definitely prefer to have it to not get annoyed by terrible recoil from your spread ammunition and just keep firing. Lastly, we have steadiness that reduces deviation, which we don't really need, but on level 3 we also get a slightly extended range for our shots that further boost our spread ammo and help us stay in critical range longer. For the rest of the skills, there are the usual damage boosting skills for raw, such as weakness exploit, critical boost, and critical eye, as much as I could squeeze in, as we don't really need anything else for comfort and core skills. These are basically up to you if you would like to change to something else like Divine Blessing for more survivability, or Offensive Guard also works for counter playstyle. For equipment, we are rocking the Golem Cannon for a spread bowgun. I'm not there yet, but you'll want to upgrade it to the Rarity 10 version for maximum effect once you reach that endgame, but since Garam Golem is fairly early in Sunbreak story, this weapon will be available quite soon. Your armor pieces can be customized a lot, except for the Squire's braces that you get from a side quest from Theo, as they are just too good with their level 3 guard up and its decoration slots. For the other pieces, they're nothing really special. The reason they are picked specifically is that they all have one or two of the right skills, but what makes them great is that almost all of them have medium or large decoration slots that help us get all the skills we need, plus some additional ones for damage. The Rachnacoil is probably the most important one because of the level 1 tune-up on it, but the Kaiser Crown, Diablo's Mail, and Malzeno Greaves can be swapped out to something else if you are an earlier in the game, or if you have a different idea for skills and slots. For my talisman, I'm using a level 3 Steadiness Talisman with a large decoration slot where I equipped a Spread Up Deco. In this section, I'll also briefly show my decorations on all items if needed, so feel free to pause the video on the individual pieces as needed. But as I mentioned earlier, decorations and a few pieces can be customized to what works for you. Especially since talismans are so RNG, you will likely have to change a few things anyway, unless you are lucky and you have the same one as I do, or better. But that is pretty much it for a tanky spread heavy Bowgun build, everyone. I hope everything was clear. This was my first Monster Hunter build, so I'm still a bit nervous about it if the structure is good or not, but I hope you all enjoyed it and will have fun with this in the game. I also attached a hunt segment at the end of the video you can check out for some casual demonstration. I personally really enjoy this build and the playstyle, and as I said, it's the most comfortable build I've played in a while, so it's just so chill. I'll also release more Monster Hunter videos, builds, and guides, but I'm still transitioning, so I have to figure out a few things, but definitely expect more content, and not just for Sunbreak, but I would also like to revisit some of the older titles as well. But thank you very much everyone for your time and support. Enjoy the demonstration, and happy hunting. Bye-bye.
went hunting together, Ace.